At Port Hawkesbury's latest virtual town council meeting held last week, councillors approved the launch of an online survey to gauge residents' views on what should be done to address housing issues in the town. The survey, to be conducted on the SurveyMonkey website, comes as the town is planning to strike a citizens committee to look into housing issues, with the hopes that the survey's results will help the committee to inform the town on what residents really want to see in terms of housing. Meanwhile, in Richmond County, this could be a pivotal week for the progress of an affordable housing project that's been pitched for the Ayrshad area. The proponents of the project came forward to Richmond County with a request for a water and sewer extension that could help launch the project. However, after referring the matter to the independent consulting firm SRT International to get a look at potential costs for water and sewer extensions for the affordable housing project, some councillors were concerned that existing municipal policies might be too vague to give them enough freedom to properly spend on projects under a certain amount.
A, the policy is not clear in terms of that, and B, we don't have one for projects under $500,000 in each of those categories.
As a result, this discussion will now move to Richmond Council's Bylaw and Policy Committee, which is slated to meet this week. The move makes sense to Richmond Warden Amanda Mumbercat.
Right now, the developer's been working primarily with staff to determine a path forward. So I think once we get through this next piece around the policy development, like I said, then that'll be the time, I think, for us to be engaging with the developer on what's, discussion around what's in the best interest, right, of everyone concerned.
The discussion on the water and sewer extension arose in earnest at the council meeting on December 21st after Isle Madame Councillor Sean Sampson confirmed with Public Works Director Chris Boudreau that the costs for a water and sewer extension for the affordable housing project resulted in estimates ranging between $570,000 and $709,000. When fellow Isle Madame Councillor Michael Digdon asked the Public Works Director if the cost could come down by Richmond County doing its own in-house engineering on the project, the director replied that the county doesn't have the ability to carry out such an extensive project on its own.
We're not staffed to be able to do detailed engineering like that. You have to do survey work, you have to do detailed design. So generally, if we take on a project, we hire a consultant to do detailed engineering. And before that, we'll often do a pre-engineering if we need more reasonable cost estimates to apply for funding. So this doesn't meet the criteria for pre-engineering. This was essentially a look, a general lay of the land distances. If we were looking for funding, we would look for something a little more detailed than this.
So there's still quite a bit of discussion to be had before construction could begin on an affordable housing development, and before council could even consider approving financial aid in whole or in part for a water and sewer extension. But the warden is not all that surprised by the cost figures that have come back from the independent consultant, and she's upbeat as the discussions on policy surrounding water and sewer extensions for the project begin this week.
I wasn't really surprised by those numbers. I think, anytime you're going to invest in that type of infrastructure, the cost, it is going to be costly. But our main concern is to make sure that we're developing strong policy around it, to make sure that we're protecting everyone's interests, the developer, the county, and the residents, of course.